But since we're about to go live, I would invite the Folklore people to wave and introduce you to them later.
Oh, wait.
No. Here, she wanted me to introduce people here in the room, to the other people in the room. So here we are. So yeah, this is an event that we have been planning. There's a national committee with different imams and leaders from the Folklore movement who are on a national committee that organized today's event. It's kind of becoming an annual thing. So there's Antonio Montelibano, welcome. And so it's becoming an annual event that we commemorate every May. We commemorate the pact between our two beloved leaders. And so they want me to keep talking as a sound check. You want to check Muslima's voice?
Yeah. Assalamualaikum. I'm actually from Ohio, visiting this lovely city of yours for this event. I don't have a very loud voice. Is that good? Yes. Awesome.
Assalamualaikum. It's too close, but I am Imam Hassan. I am from Queens, New York, and a member of the NextNow team. And we're about to get started, so momentarily, sit tight, enjoy the program. It's going to be really engaging. We have worked hard to put this event together over the past few months, and hopefully you get something out of this program that you leave here with some tangible action items to internalize within your daily lives and also in your communities that you are from. And you have 20 plus cities tuned in, and some people are going to be tuned in from international. The author of the book that you purchased, or can someone hold up the book? The Pact, that little blue book, is what we're celebrating today. Is written by Mr. Roberto Catalano, who will be live from Italy. He'll be live from Italy, and that discusses the pact between Imam Mohammed and Chiara Lubich. May Allah have mercy on both of them. I mean, so we'll get started. Are we ready, tech team? Oh,
there he is.
Mujahideen, Imam Mujahideen Mohammed is he's also going to be up here, but are we live? Can you all hear us? Oh, we're on live? So Gary and Karen? Karen is live from the Philippines, guys.
Yes. Yes,
Karen's
I
live
can
from
hear
the
you all.
Philippines.
Hi,
Oh.
good morning or good evening, I should say, for you all.
It's a bit delayed.
Yes, I'm tuning in from the Philippines. I was supposed to be. Could you all hear me?
Yes. It's a little delay, Karen, but that's not on you. I think it's a little second delay or something like this. Get started.
Yeah, let us know. Are we good to go? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Can we let everybody in?
Yes, let everybody in.
Live?
Okay, let everybody in.
Give a second for the Zoom people to come on in, the Zoom participants. They've been waiting. So we'll give them a second to pile on in, and then we'll get started. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Bilal.
Okay. Good.
Is it just for the question?
Ready to start? Oh, yeah, yes. Yes. Sorry, we have to do a little rearranging because we have a surprise guest that will be coming momentarily, and we want to, have proper seating.
Okay, people are in.
Did we lose the screen? What happened to the screen?
We're good to go.
Oh, it's good? Okay. Neat. Oh, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. That is the universal greetings of peace and blessings be upon you. My name is Imam Bilal Hassan. I am a member and representative of the NextNow team from Queens, New York. And we are formally getting started with this program, celebrating the book launch, the historical book called The Pact, written by Roberto Catalano, who will be joining us momentarily. We will now receive opening prayer from the resident Imam of the nation's mosque, Masjid Mohammed in Washington, D.C., by Imam Dr. Talib Sharif. You're up, doctor, if you can hear us.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's make it prayer. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Almighty God, the merciful benefactor, the compassionate, merciful redeemer. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise is due to you, Almighty God, the guardian evolver, the cherisher, and the sustainer of all worlds, all systems of knowledge, the same God for all of us, who created us all and cares about us all equally. Almighty God, we beseech your divine benevolence upon this gathering. We are members of the faith community gathered across the globe, essentially now, in America and other places. We are here to remember and celebrate the pact that was created by two of your beloved servants, Imam Mohammed and Chiara Lubich. Their life, as we can see today, has been extended in us. We are them and we are together as an example, as a model that the pact that they put in place, they have accepted and they are extending to the world an invitation to embrace our shared identity and common life as human beings dating back to Adam, and to value our intrinsic nature to live together intelligently in the spirit of universal kinship, brotherhood, mutual respect, and love. Two people have come together to show us that it takes two to build a bridge. And we are here today building bridges and extending that to the world. We are building bridges of faith over fear, bridges of hope over despair, bridges of unity over division, and bridges of love over hate. May you bless this gathering. May you bless our efforts. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Imam Talib. And while we have Washington, D.C. on the screen, let's keep them there for a moment. We can say hello to everybody there in Washington, D.C. That's where I live. That's where I'm coming from. And a special hello. We've got lots of wonderful people there in D.C. today. I believe there's also the Fon of Fonjumato, chief from from Cameroon. And so he's also there today. So a special greeting to him and to all of our wonderful family there in DC. So hi, everybody. And maybe we can pull out for a second and see all of the different cities that are connected today. We're connected today from over 20 cities. I think we were maybe 24 at the last count. And then there's some individuals, of course, joined as well from different parts of the country. But we've got a bunch of different cities connected. And we're going to give a shout out to a few of them, right, Bilal?
Yes, we are. Up next, we have the Nur Allah Islamic Center in Indianapolis, Indiana, Imam Mikhail Sahir, who has led the process of commemorating the pact. So shout out to Indianapolis. Where Indianapolis at? Make some noise.
Indianapolis in the house.
There we go. There goes
There we
Indianapolis. There we go. Okay, Indianapolis in the house.
And also extra shout out to Imam Sahir. He wrote the foreword to the book that many of you have in your hand right now. We'll be talking about the book later on in the program. And we're going to go to California.
Yes, we got to go out to the West Coast, the Bay Area. If we could pull up the Bay Area, where's the Bay Area at? Where's Oakland at? Put up Oakland, Masjid Warifidin, Oakland, California. There they are,
Like
Oakland, first time. Shout out to Oakland.
We have
This-
cheers in this hall for Oakland.
This is their first time working together in 15 years. So they told us that this has been a wonderful re-engagement for them. So shout out to Oakland. Thank you for all tuning in from the West Coast.
Hey, Oakland got a warm welcome here in this hall. So I said hi. We gave a shout out to DC earlier on. That's my current home. Former home is Texas. I spent 8 years in Texas. So we're also going to give a shout out to San Antonio. There's an event today at the Rainbow Foundation in San Antonio. Where are they at? There they are. So San Antonio, Texas. So the very special thing about San Antonio is they have 3 communities gathered together. So they have the community of Imam Mohammed, they have the community of the Focolari, and they also have the community from the Raindrop House, which is a Turkish Muslim organization in San Antonio. So hey, you guys.
Last but certainly not least, on the shout outs, and we'll get to some more the shout outs for the other cities, but home, here we are, headquarters, Master Free Haven, make some noise. Alongside New Jersey. Wow. Yeah. This is first time for here to have a joint event like this at Master Free Haven, the headquarters. So alhamdulillah for that. And we do have some special guests who inshallah will be joined. The daughter Mohammed, so we want to give her a shout out. She was also been instrumental in participating in this relationship and also going to Rome as well. So shout out to her. Oh, and well, we'll save that special shout out to when the special all the cities to celebrate what happened yesterday. Don't worry. We'll celebrate what happened yesterday. Okay.
Watch this space. Watch this space.
Right. So now introduce the NextNow team. I guess I'll go. Well, I already introduced myself. So Mujahideen, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. Mujahideen Mohammed here, part of the NextNow team. Honored to be here with you all, especially a member of this next generation. They call us the NextNow because one of the meetings we was having with the generational leadership before us, sharing with us the importance of this pact. He said that you all are the next generation. And so NextNow comes from that expression. I also was a member of the delegation that went after Imam Mohammed passed, myself, Imam Rashid, and a few others. I don't know who else. Sister Maxine was also on that delegation. We went in 2008 to Rome, to the Vatican, to renew the pact. So we were the first group that renewed the pact. And after then, there's been several other groups that's been to Rome as well. So we're happy to be here with you all.
Cool. So I think I said I live in DC. I don't know if I told you my name. My name is Kate. Grew up in Ireland and have lived in the US since 2011.
And my name is Muslima Mohammed. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, part of the NextNow group. I did get a chance to travel to Rome for one of the interreligious meetings that they Focolari hosted. I don't remember the year, so excuse me on that one. Maybe 2014. I think it was 2014. And I want to give a special shout out. I know we said we went to Cleveland. I was supposed to be with the Cleveland Masjid Bilal, but plans changed, and so I come to spend this day with you.
And so not all of the NextNow team is here in person today. So a lot of us are here in person, but we have some team members that are following online today as well. So who have we got? I know we have Karen, right? Karen Dazan. Where are you at, Karen? There she is.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Karen Dizon. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to make it there in person. That was my intention, but unfortunately, I missed my flight. So I'm actually joining in from the Philippines. It's really
That's why she's
early.
saying good morning. It's morning for her.
Exactly. Yes, it's 2:30 a.m. here, but I'm so excited to start my day with you all.
Start our day or finish the day. Depends how you look at it, right? Also online, I think we've got Sasha Ontenko from Chicago, another member of the NextNow team. Let's see if we can find Sasha. There she is.
Can folks hear me? Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Sasha Ontenko, so also part of the NextNow team, joining from Chicago, from the Ephraim Bahar Cultural Center. So you'll hear.
Nice.
We lost connection with them on the bus, right?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And last but not least, I think we one more, right? Do we have
Yes.
Sister Fatima? Is Sister Fatima connected
To go to
So-
H-Town.
from H-Town? There she is. Hey, Sister Fatima.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, peace and blessings. I'm so thankful to be online with everyone today. I want to give a special shout out to the Houston Folklore Meetup. It was my intention to be there today. I was unfortunately unable to be there in person, but I'm very thankful to be with everyone in spirit and to be online with everyone for this wonderful coming together that we're having this morning.
Wonderful. Thank you. And so that's our team. That's us, the team. But like Dean was saying earlier on, we helped put this online program together, but we've really been working with an intergenerational group, including Imam Sharif, who we met at the beginning of the program, Imam Mikhail, and different folks from around the country. So I think we're going to hand it over to Chicago next, right?
Yes, we're gonna go back to the Ephraim Baha Center, up my co-host for this portion of the program. We're gonna have a little fun. I hope everyone's ready to have a little fun. That's one thing about us. We have a lot of fun while we do this. So, Sasha, we're gonna play a game. Hoot. Educator.
Signal is
Yeah. Just letting, if there's a delay on our end, it's because we lost audio from the Master Free Haven. There may be a delay and headquarters, or at least where the team is at.
Kahoot, Kahoot. Give us 1 second.
Yeah, we're gonna launch a Kahoot. So in the meantime, if folks can hear me, the flow of today's program is really an opportunity for everyone joining to celebrate our relationship. We're going to take us through a little history to really share with one another how we all got here, and then we'll move later into the program with a book interview to really talk about our present, and then you'll hear from some more of our NextNow members to talk about where we're going. But to learn a little bit more about the historical milestones and the beginnings of this very important relationship between our two leaders, we're going to play a game. And through this game, we will all learn a little bit, and then we'll come back here to Chicago to dive a little bit deeper into some reflections from our Chicago lens of the relationship. So could we launch Kahoot? Thanks,
Kahoot
Trish.
is coming up. Here it
So for the-
is. So for this game, for this to work, everyone has to pick out their cell phones. If you have a cell phone on you, please bring it out. And you'll go to this website, www.kahoot.it. And you're gonna type in that PIN number. Oh, here we goes Billy. Billy on it. Hey, Atlanta. Okay, Renata's there. Okay. All right. Long Island. Okay. All right. I see Atlanta mess shit up there. I see my man Zay Side Effect, who you hear from later. Boston. Okay. Durham, North Carolina, excuse me. Okay. Austin. Oakland. Okay. All right. People coming. People rolling up.
Again, how we get on, Bill?
Yeah. So how you get on, again, you join the website, www.kahoot.it, and then you're going to type in that pin. It's going to ask you to type in the game pin, 631-1 1336. Someone said Hot Atlanta. Who said Hot Atlanta on there? Someone's name was. Oh yeah, someone's name is Hot Atlanta. Okay, New York is here. Yeah, got a lot of people. Omar Shakir, shout out Imam Omar Shakir. Tapped in from San Antonio. Okay, Detroit. It's historic Imam Mohammed, temple number 1.
Public Wi-Fi here, you can just free Wi-Fi, just go on the public Wi-Fi default.
All right, we got a lot of players. Are we ready to start? Playing field. Okay, shout out to playing field. Whoa. Okay, this might be the most interactive Kahoot from last year. Let's see which city knows their history or knows their facts. Let's see. Let's make this fun. Let's see which city or which individual, which city knows their facts. Let's see. Wow, they're still coming in.
Still coming in. Yeah,
That's
give
it.
us a minute.
We are this. It's a party up in here.
Bean Pie. Shout out to the Bean Pie doctor who's entered the chat. The Sister Marcia. Okay, Chicago. Okay, Muhammad. Shout out Imam Mohammed class. He said he's game for it.
And we've been talking about people connecting from around the country, but I actually see names here that are from out of the country. Samira is connecting from Canada today.
Shout out to Canada.
And then I saw some names also, folks who are connecting from Italy. So hi to the folks connecting from Italy as well.
So everyone ready? Are we start? I think we should start. Yeah, I think we should start now. More people, they'll still can come in.
Yes, you can still join. You can share the Kahoot. So here we go. How well do you know your history? And for those who don't, this is where we'll learn together. First question, where in the USA was the first temple of the Nation of Islam? Detroit, Chicago, Baltimore, or New York? Enter your answer by clicking on the shape. All right, you got Detroit. Who here knows the name of that temple?
Temple number 1.
Temple number 1. That was Chicago. All right. Next question.
Question was, where in the USA was the first temple of the Nation of Islam? Yes. Those answers, Detroit, you got it correct. Oh, is that Zayd? Zayd side effect at the most points, 877. Okay. It's how fast you respond to the question, too.
Next question. Cardinal Keeler, Archbishop of the city, was who first encouraged the focal arc to connect with W.D. Mohammed.
Okay, question for the Free Haven people and for those who couldn't hear Sasha. Cardinal Keeler, Archbishop of blank, was who first encouraged the folklore to connect with Imam Mohammed. Which city was Cardinal Keeler out of? Okay, Free Haven is cheating. They're yelling at answers. Might have to put Free Haven on timeout. Okay, yes, the answer is Baltimore, aka Charm City. You can't see the colors? Well, I'm gonna repeat it. It's on the phone too. Oh, it's a little too fast. Okay, so I'll repeat the question. Okay, Long Island's up in the score. 1765, Long Island and Jess from ATL, 1688. Bean Pie Doc, 1665. Paul, 1646. And Atlanta Masjid, 1637. Let's keep going. Question number 3. What was Imam Muhammad's father's name? Do not shout out the answer, please. Free Haven.
If you can say the colors before the answers as well. Yeah. They need the option.
Oh, options are And Ezekiel, oh,
Like
Oh.
red.
blue, green.
Yeah.
Um,
And the word.
Oh,
Yes.
the color and,
The word.
oh, my bad. I'm sorry. The answer is Elijah. That's the answer. Sorry.
We're going too fast. We're going too fast.
They were going a little too fast, but we'll slow. Oh, okay. Lawrence in the lead. Detroit second. Atlanta Mashit is third. Imam Mikhail Sahir entered the picture. Number 4. And Paul, number 5. Okay. Now I'm going to give the question, the colors, and the answers. What does the folklore founder and the person who inspired a Muslim school system in the U.S. have in common? Red, the meaning of their name. Blue, they are both women. Orange, I think that is, they both loved and valued the field of education. Green, all of the above. Free even, please. Do not shout out the answers.
If our mics are picking up the audience here, you're getting some hints at the answers.
So the
I don't
answer
know if
is,
the mics are here, but
the answer is green, all of the above.
And so those two people, the folklore founders.
Okay, where's the score looking like? Okay, a lot of math shit in the lead. Bean Pie Doc is second. Giovanna is third. Jerry is fourth. And I don't know, 633-631136 doesn't have a name, but is in fifth place.
Clara Moss.
Ooh.
Just in case.
Question 5. In what year did Chiara Lubich and Imam Mohammed make a pact of fraternity? Red, 1977. Blue, 1987. Orange, 1997. Green, 2007. All right. The answer is orange, 1997. Okay. Lamesh is in the lead. Bean by Doc is second place. Jerry is coming up third. Giovanna is fourth. And Kristen is coming up fifth. 6 more. Halfway. Where did that historic event take place? Red, Harlem. Blue, the Bronx. Yes, the answer is Harlem. All right. A lot of matches on the hot. He got 6 correct answers in a row, correct? Bean Pie Doc, second. Giovanna's third. Fur and Wajida, fourth. And Atlanta has fallen to fifth. Oh, no. No, that's another Atlanta user. That's Atlanta message. I don't know, but they might be in the same place. At which international event did Imam Mohammed first meet the members of the folklore? Was it red, the World Cup? Orange, the World Conference of Religion for Peace? Blue, World Youth Day, United Nations Summit. Green. Okay, answer is orange. World Conference of Religions for Peace. Right? Whoa! Bean Pie Doc has taken the lead. Giovanna has fallen in the second. Atlanta Mashit, you fall in the third. Fern Regina, you in fourth. And Brother Tariq is in fifth. Brother, number 8. Where did Chiara Lubich and Imam Mohammed meet in person for the first time? Red, Malcolm Shabazz Mosque, Harlem, New York City. The Vatican, blue. Mariopolis in Hyde Park, orange. Or the Folklore's headquarters in Italy. The answer is Harlem, Malcolm Shabazz Mosque, which is red. Okay. Bean by Doc is pulling a slight lead over Atlanta Masjid, has come back up to second. Giovanna is third. Brother Tariq is fourth. Imam Wahid has crept in the picture at number 5. Okay, number 9. Imam Mohammed has said our relationship is based on respect for the word of God and respect for the blank of man. Red, potential. Blue, excellence. Orange, faith. Or green, belief. Not faith. Answer is blue, excellence. Okay, what we got? What we got? Beam by Doc still has a slight lead over Atlanta Masjid. Giovanna is third, Jerry is fourth, and Brother Tariq has crept back into fifth place. You guys got to be quick when you answer the questions. What is the title of the book being launched? The Pact, the blank friendship between Chiara Lubich and Imam Mohammed. Red, inspiring. The blue, faith-based. Orange, fraternal. Green, spiritual. Survey says green, spiritual. All right. What we got? Beat. Last question. Beat by Doc is in the lead. Atlanta Masjid second. Giovanna is third. Jerry is fourth. Kristen is fifth. Last question. No. Whoa. One more. Who offered the book, The Pact, the spiritual friendship between Chiara Lubich and Imam Mohammed? Blank Catalano. Red Roberto. Orange Ricardo. Blue Ronaldo. Green Rafael. Answer is Roberto Catalano. Red. Okay, what we're looking at? We're looking at Beat by Doc still in the lead. Giovanna's coming up. Atlanta Masjid is third. Jerry is fourth, and Kristen is five. Last question: who's going to take the winner? Who's going to take the winning? What other special events are we pleased to announce today? Ooh, red, a Nika ceremony. Blue, annual service days. Orange, annual pack day. Or green, all of the above.
All of the
Answer it. Green. The above. Okay. Whoa. Who's 10171? Identify your Giovanna is number one. Beat by Doc number two, and Atlanta Masjid was number three. Thank you all for indulging us in this game.
I don't know if we can see Giovanna there. Is Giovanna on camera? I don't know if we can see Giovanna or our wonderful winner. Is she on camera?
Oh, the winner? Can we?
Giovanna, is she? I don't know if she's.
Where's Giovanna at? Can we spotlight Giovanna?
Can't
Can't
find
find
her.
her?
Okay,
Okay.
we'll say hi to Giovanna later on. And
Tell her- Raise her hand in the chat. No?
maybe she's not on
Oh,
camera.
there she is. There she is.
Oh, there she
What city
is.
is that? What city is that? New York?
That's New York.
Shout out to New York.
And you know what? New York, I just found out that New York is also one of those cities that has three communities gathered together. The Folkloric community, the masjid in Mount Vernon. What's the name of the masjid in Mount Vernon?
Yusuf Shaw Islamic Center.
Right.
Is that Imam Musa up there, Abdul Ali? Yes, sir.
And they
Yes,
also
sir.
have the community from the Wings of the Spirit. So another Muslim community, Wings of the Spirit. So big hello to all of our New Yorkers there.
Right. I think we're going to toss it back to the Windy City, Ephraim Baha Center. Sister Sasha, take it away.
Thank you, Imam Bilal and team. I hope everyone found it fun to get to know our relationship a little bit more. So thank you all for joining us. Here in Chicago, this is where we're joining from Ephraim Bahar Cultural Center, and I would like to invite to the mic Imam Omar and Imam Tariq to give us a little bit more color and spirit to the relationship of the Pact of unity between our two leaders from the lens of what we built here in Chicago. We'll have to name some important milestones, some trailblazers. So come on up.
All right. This is a really, really wonderful, invigorating event. bringing the pact back together all over. This is just wonderful. And it just reiterate the need, like Imam Talib said so beautifully in his prayer, opening up the prayer, and that we need this relationship. You know, the world needs to see that there are groups of faith people that are coming together, and we're addressing the issues. You know, it's enough hate to go around. So people need to see now another side of that, community, faith-based people coming, believing in God, standing for moral righteousness, standing for uprightness, and, you know, and realizing that we're breaking cultural barriers, we're breaking race barriers, community barriers, and we're letting them know that we are one humanity, one community that's working to please God. Thank you.
I dropped from 5 to number 25. And, I'm still reeling. But as Imam Mohammed said, this is really a testament to what we find in the 4th chapter of the Quran, where God tells us to reverence our guardian Lord, who has created us from a single soul, and from that scattered countless men and women, right, as seeds. And so this effort, it is really a testament to our understanding that the human being has a need for connection. Yeah. Right? We seek to find our connection in nature, with animals, right? Why not with each other, right? We need one another. And this is a really affirmation of the importance, the transformative possibilities that come when we find our common ground, when we realize that shared human excellence, that shared human potential that we have. So it is apropos that the title of the book, right, the spiritual pact, right, the spiritual union that we have, and the potential and the hope is not that it just remains as a spiritual thing to look at, to reflect on, but that it actually has a physical manifestation. So I'm really pleased to hear that a part of this evolution of this relationship a part of it is the annual service days, right? And for us to see what other ways we're able to expand this relationship into as a model and also as an invitation for other people to come to this shared unity, the shared sense of excellence, purpose, and potential. So we're just tremendously pleased to be here in Chicago, living forward and moving forward into this mission. We cherish this relationship that has been established by Imam Mohammed and Mother Chiara, and we hope to pass this on to future generations, and that this feeling that it continues and movement continues to expand and to grow. So thank you so much.
And you went to Rome?
Oh yeah. My wife and I, we were part of the Dr. Aisha, which, yeah, see, we're mirrored, like she's here, but she's there on stage. So we're part of that 2017 delegation that went, and it was a transformative and a truly impactful experience that we held on to. So, assalamu alaikum.
And I just wanted, as someone who grew up here in Chicago as a young person of the Focolare, I wanted just really, from my recollection as I think 7th grade was when the Pact of Unity happened in Harlem. So I was 12, I think, and being witness to the relationship here. And I do remember, I was just talking with Imam Omar beforehand, in the early days, when Paola Santo-Stefano and Joellen Parsons were able to meet with W.D. Mohammed, and then also have the initial members of the masjids here to start cultivating that relationship. So it was more than just a superficial dialogue. It was real. It was a relationship. So when I think back to Ndidi, when I think about Muslima who's out in Cleveland or currently in New Haven, these relationships that I hold very dear to my heart, and all of the events that we've done here. You see the Efran Bahar Cultural Center around me. Multiple times a year, the relationship takes that manifestation, as Imam Tariq said, in the form of service. And so going out into the community, including lunches and survival kits. We called them to really distribute to different homeless communities, individuals and families who are without homes. And or is Brother Charles, Brother Daryl, back there who has really been able to, I know on so many occasions as a young person and bringing the young adults together to do this is really how we looked into this, into our relationship. So I wanted to share. Thank you.
I would be remiss. We are here in Iframa Cultural Center, but I didn't state, so I'm the Imam of NextNow Talk About. So Baha Center, talk about give us some noise. So the Iframa Cultural Center and NextNow Talk About, we do a lot of work together. And we are blessed to be able to do work with the Focolari here as well. But I would be remiss if I did not point that out, that we have two working communities that are here together celebrating this moment. So
Wa alaikum assalam. It's back to us here, three of them. Okay.
Oh, actually, I think we're
No,
going-
we gotta transition to the steel, what they call used to call the Steel City.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
You can't see it, but say that.
Pittsburgh.
That's right.
That's right.
Hello, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm here with Brother Bashir here, and I'm Lee, and we'll sing a song for you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I got misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be a sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty whenever you're here. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, would I wander through this wonderland alone? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Say that you're leading on, and it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, should I wander through this wonderland alone? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hand from my glove. I'm too misty, too much Then to misty and to marching love.
Jamming up there in Pittsburgh. Jamming, man. Yeah, Pittsburgh.
I think so. So thanks again to Pittsburgh. I feel like I have to say that's another place that I lived. Otherwise, I don't want them to feel bad. I've had some good iftar dinners in that hall. So shout out to Pittsburgh. So now we're getting ready to find Roberto Catalano. Let's see if he's connected with us online.
Yes, I am.
There he is. Okay, Dean.
Hey, ciao.
Ciao.
Peace be unto you. Thank you for
Good afternoon or good evening to everyone.
Thank you for joining with us. I'm also going to be co-anchored as we talked in our planning with Karen. Is Karen still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right.
Can you all hear me?
Yes. Before we get to our dear brother Roberto, Karen mentioned with us that she used to be one of your students. Do you like to share a little reminiscent?
Sure. Ciao, Roberto. I'm not sure if you remember me, but years ago, I took a class with you at Sofia University Instituto in Italy. So it's great to see you again. And thank you for joining
your
us.
dissertation was on this topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you do remember.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interfaith dialogue.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's so great to see you again. And thank you so much for taking the time to be with all of us. And as you can see on the Zoom link, many cities across the United States and also in Canada as well.
Yeah, it's great for me also to be with you all and also to see you again, Karen. I've seen many familiar faces in the Zoom. So special greetings to the ones I know and to the ones I don't know yet.
Okay, so we just want to jump right into it. So we're talking about the Pact, the spiritual friendship. What about the Pact itself and the relationship between Imam Mohammed and Chiara Lubich prompted you to want to write this book?
Look, I have to tell you the truth. The idea of my research initially was not so much on Chiara Lubich and Imam W.D. Mohammed. My idea was after the death of Chiara, and of course also the death of Imam, because they died the same year, a few months away, one from the other. I started researching about the spiritual friendships that Chiara had with different people. And so little by little, this book came about. And of course, a very prominent spiritual friendship was the one that Chiara established with Imam W.D. Mohammed. Actually, that both of them established with each other. And I'm very pleased that part of the book, which came out in Italy in 2022, has been now published in English. And I'm very grateful to New City Press for doing that, an excellent translation. And to be with you and to celebrate the Pact today. Now, I'm happy that you decided to translate that section, and also that you entitled the book The Pact. Because in fact, if there is a characteristic in the relationship between the Imam and Chiara, it's exactly the Pact. I think that Chiara, I'm pretty sure, Chiara made a lot of pacts with people within the Focolare, with people who are Christians or Catholics, but she never made a pact with a person outside of her own faith. And with the Imam W.D. Mohammed, this happened. And this is a great significance. It means that both of them felt a special attraction, a special spiritual mutual understanding. And also, I must say, it has to be put in context. Historically, this pact comes in a moment of world history when the Western world, in a way, started focusing on the tension with or against Islam. There were many examples of this tension, and there was the theory of the so-called clash of civilization in the 90s, which came about quite strongly. And 9/11 seemed to prove right those who were supporting this viewpoint of the clash of civilizations. Now, the fact that these two religious leaders made a pact exactly in the 90s or towards the end of the 90s, just 4 years before 9/11, according to me, has a great significance. In a way, they showed that a dialogue is possible, and not any dialogue, a real brotherly and sisterly dialogue. So this is a little bit the legacy which is behind this portion of the book, which has been translated into English and published now by New City Press.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Roberto, for that, and also for providing a lot of the context and also history too, that maybe a lot of people who are joining with us did not know about that. So speaking about the book, we're just gonna go to the next question. What is your favorite segment in the book, The Pact?
I must tell you the truth. It is the last one. The one of the NextNow. You know why? Because this gives hope that the pact may continue. The great problem that we face, let's say all of us who have been followers of great charismatic leaders, like we were fortunate to be, both of us, both of our communities, are running a great risk. The one of remembering something which happened without looking forward to implement it and to pass the baton to the next generation to make sure that the path continues. There is something which struck me in the answer that the Imam gave to Chiara's proposal to make the pact. The Imam immediately replied, yes, the pact is made and it is forever. This forever implies that it must continue. And so my favorite part in this book is exactly your side, let's say, Karen, and the one of Kate and Bilal and all the ones who are practically conducting the program today, because this gives hope, evidence, certainty that the pact can continue.
Excellent, excellent. So we're a little on schedule adjustment, and so we know you're a busy man as well, calling or tuning in internationally. So we're just going to sum it up with one more question. I'm going to call this the compact question because it's going to be a combination of a few things. Number one, we know from our research and from people sharing about your work in the interfaith religious work, you're very knowledgeable, as you just shared with us, the different relationships that the different Christians have with each other. And one of our goals as being legacy babies or those who are trying to take it to the next level, is there some insight that you can share with us on how we can extend this example of the pact to not just the next generation, but also to other communities?
Yeah, thanks. This is a very interesting question. I don't think it's by chance that the pact happened between a Catholic and a Muslim. Probably that was God's will. Actually, I'm convinced that that was God's will. I don't know why, but it was definitely God's plan. So I would say that our task is not so much to think how to expand to other communities, other religious communities, the pact that Chiara and the Imam made between the two of them and between our two communities. It is rather to be really committed and really consistent to the pact that they made and to continue the legacy of the pact, so that other communities may see the relationship that we have among us, Muslims and Christians, and they may, let's say, express the desire to have an experience of a pact of the same kind. But I believe that we have to give witness together in such a way that other people may be attracted to repeat the same pact with us and also among them. So let's take a commitment to continue on this consistent guideline that Chiara and Imam gave us in order to show and to witness together that it is possible to live like brothers and sisters. And I'm sure that other people following other religious traditions may be attracted to do the same with all of us.
Wow, excellent, excellent. So before I do a promo of the book, we got a bonus question. I'm going to take a little host privilege to allow anyone in the audience here in Freehaven, Masjid Freehaven, a historical place. And since we're talking about historical events and pacts, to my knowledge and understanding that this city, not just the city, but the place that we're in, is built upon one of the safe houses when the people were running from oppression in the South to freedom in the North. Am I correct? All right. So Freehaven is more than just an expression, a name. It has some significance. So is anyone here? We got a live audience here. If anyone here has one question for our dear brother before we let him go. Now y'all quiet. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we can do that. We'll let you think about it. And anyone online. If anyone online, one question, raise your hand and we'll have our tech person bring you in for Roberto, or you can even put it in the chat and Karen can read it. But this is the book here. We actually sold out here, The Pact, The Spiritual Friendship Between Chiara Lubich and Imam W.D. Mohammed. And one of the questions, it talked about the name Chiara, and we were fortunate to name our daughter Chiara. Her middle name is Uswa Chiara, to preserve the pact as well in our family. So again, here's the book. The book is on sale at Amazon, as well as New City Press and Focolari Media. So make sure you get your copy. Say again? Yes. Walaikum salam. Come get the mic. Oh.
Come to the mic, Sister Sherry.
We're bringing her the mic.
Let Mohammed, peace be upon, peace be upon Claire. Excuse me. I'm trying to mention her green, her Jenna. Sister Clara Mohammed. Clara is the name of Chiara. Is that correct? Clara. So we wanted to mention that. Sister Layla Mohammed mentioned that to me a while back. Isn't that wonderful? Sister Clara Mohammed, the mother of all the educational schools, homeschooling in America. That's our lady.
We do have, thank you, Sister Sherry, for that sharing that. It's a very crucial portion of history. We do have one question here from Masjid Freehaven.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Brother Mahdi Najil out of Masjid Al. I do have a question. You indicated that the book was published several years ago before it was translated into English. I'm curious as to how it's been received in terms of the sales as a result of it being published in your language prior to it being translated. How was it received?
To tell you the truth, I don't know much about it. Let's put it in this way. The book has been published at the university level. As Karen said, I'm teaching at the University Sofia of the Focolare here in Loppiano, close to Florence, Italy. And the book was published as a research on interfaith dialogue. So this is a good question that you asked me, because in the last 2 years since the book was published, I never asked the publisher how many copies have been sold, but I can tell you that it's the textbook for some of our courses here in Sofia for the students to study theoretics of dialogue and theology and praxis of interreligious dialogue, where the spiritual dimension or the friendship between religious leaders of different traditions is very much underlined and very much given importance. So I hope that this portion will meet a great response in the States, because it's specifically contextualized in the States, and it can be a real asset for the Focolare, for the Muslim community, and also to build an example of social harmony, religious harmony, and the possibility of building, let's say, a contribution for peace.
Excellent, excellent. And you, thank you for that answer and the question. He's dear brother Mahdi is a master salesman as well, so you might want him on your team. So again, we did get one more question, bonus question online. We had to be fair to the online before we let you go, Doc. Online questioner.
Yes, we do have one question from William. So I'm not sure if the tech team could also spotlight William as he can ask his question to Roberto, please.
And William, in the meantime, I'll give a shout out to Detroit. William is connected
Detroit?
from Masjid Wali, the temple #1 in Detroit. So that's where he's connecting from. Give us a second to spotlight you, William, so we can say hi to the folks in Detroit. There you go.
Hey, Detroit.
Well, sorry,
that's William.
we are connected twice. So the question is very simple. Roberto, why do you think this Pact happened in the United States and not in other places? What it may be unique about the experience of America that it make it happen here?
Difficult to say. Probably if we believe, and I do believe, that this was a part of God's plan, I think we should ask this question to God himself, because he knows why it happened in the States. But I would say also that probably the States are the right place for something of this kind to happen. You have a very multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-religious society, in a positive way, but also with lots of tensions. At the same time, there are tensions also between Islam, or there were major tensions between Islam and the Western world, and also the States were involved, especially after 9/11, with 9/11 and after 9/11. So I believe that a pact of this kind gives a great meaning to what the States are going through historically, and also an image to other parts of the world that apart from being multicultural, we can be intercultural. But apart from being a multi-religious, we can be inter-religious, because the pact is a possibility to put into practice the golden rule and really to live for one another as brothers and sisters. So I think that if God has chosen the States to be the context for a moment like this, there must be a reason. Probably the next generation, the more they will try to live it, the more they will discover the reason, and they will tell you, William.
All right. Thank you again. That was Roberto Catalano. He has his undergraduate degree in philosophy from the University of Turin and a doctor in theology of religions at the Pontifical Urban University in Rome. Thank you again, Dr.
Thank you, Roberto.
Roberto Catalano.
Thanks to all of you. It was a great joy and pleasure to be with you all. Hope to meet some of you in Rome for the next meeting.
All right, again, get the book. Make sure you get the book. Let's pack it out. The Pact. Next up, I'm honored to not only introduce my wife, Sister Marcia.
Steal the microphone from you for a second, because
Sorry.
earlier in the show, earlier in the program today,
Quick
we were saying
interlude.
that we're waiting for a special guest to arrive. is the bride. So our beloved sister Marcia and brother Mujahideen got married yesterday. So 24 hours ago, they were saying their vows. We brought flowers for Marcia. So you can share them with Dean if you want, but they're especially for Marcia. So congratulations to the beautiful couple. And with that, we'll hand it over.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So I didn't get to introduce myself earlier with the team. I am Marcia Nivens Mohammed now, a part of the NextNow team. And today I have the pleasure of introducing Zaid Hamid, and he goes by the name of Side Effect. He is a Muslim poet and community organizer born in East St. Louis, Illinois. Oh, excuse me. That says Illinois, but that's, East St. Louis and Illinois. So I'm about to say that doesn't work. So I guess he grew up in both places. He currently resides in Atlanta, Georgia. Zaid began writing poetry in 2015 during his time at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Okay, as a member of WORD, Writers Organizing Realistic Dialect. And with that, we're going to see if we can get Brother Zaid on the screen, AKA Side Effects. Okay, so.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yes, wa alaikum assalam.
Walaikum assalam.
Faith is the foundational base that allows both the security and trust for you to truly believe you be safe in your space, even amongst these days. With their altered darkness, faith enables the unlocking of optics like sparks from the cause that are the start of a process like shocks to your heart, bringing you out of the darkness in order to brighten your day. Just in case you come into contact with a fight that in a way makes you say, I think I just might want to play, but these fights are the problems. These fights are moments of a natural darkness, a darkness making it seem as though you have run out of options. These fighting forces are first formed by, then affirm the imposters, like commandments, but they conjure a darkness that is conned up and then conjured by the unconscious that forced us into submission by first forging the most materialistic facade for the Father that we accepted as they then projected their false light onto the skin of a man that was olive. Real faith is what phases waves of the sun's light to walk on top of the waters, reflecting a pure human essence that is just following orders that are often observed in us orphans, privileged to witness how the creation of nature is flawless. These are the side effects of reading or rewatching my performance recordings. You cordially start acting according to the most excellent expressions of a soul in the garden before you even enter your coffin. Faith is what causes our hearts to soften. Faith is what causes us to consciously pause for caution. Our nature is to elevate through the stars, all by guidance from the cause that inspires our conscience, to no longer crawl beneath smog or sleep walk through the darkness. Darkness brought by the false light of flames, brazen and broad, chock full of toxins. Because like moths to the flame, some souls are the same, seeming insane when singing this same chock full smog is the Psalms of David or Songs of Solomon, or another problem-solving pollen that's relayed by way of the cause through lots of oxygen. But smog behaves according to the desert's doctrine. Smog is what makes the waves of a desert's mirage more opulent, causing our relapse back to this mirage of intoxicants fostering false facts of the first facade that are always befogging our competence. And don't we always watch as this breath of death inflate then escape the chest of scriptural novices that make made in his image translate into ye are gods and goddesses? What side effects of this cause are being caused as a consequence? Well, we only see the source of true knowledge as whatever we say it is. Our acknowledgement of God adjusts just as the temperature of whichever day it is. Horoscopes, crystal, sage, Palo Santo, and astrologists have become our deities, plaguing us like intoxicants that make us more and more incompetent as they put our day at ease. So isn't it awkward How we've allowed the systems in power to misdirect our posture with scripture that is obviously doctored, that was formed by first altering the talks of the prophets, using a scheme of what's popular to start plotting a mantra, keeping us in the dark as they prop us upon a soapbox at an auction like orphans, abused when adopted by this artificial form of faith from their light that is toxic. Their light is not just observed by the eyes in our sockets. I swear, from apples to apples, we just keep on biting the bondage. Just as the smog is clogging our sinus, false light causes our blindness, disguises the righteous, surmises social media likes with the pious, vertical spikes in the stock market start to make us admire it. Just as social capital collapses our hearts to the day that we die, and dumbfounded and destined for the door of the dearly departed, covering our shame with what's discarded from gardens, all while inhaling this smog of the bothered, smog of the ones that choose to live this life as a hostage, that are praying to go astray and potentially diagnostic. If you only knew you needed these diagnostics: unity, peace, one, success, intentions, creation, and Imani, faith. Thank you.
So this is a part. Oh, yes. I'll give him some snaps. Thank you, Brother Zaid. So this is the part of our program that we were discussing and part of the cahoots. So as we know that we have this pact that's been going on for many years, and the idea is to keep moving. It's not to be reminded, but at the same time, keep moving forward and ways we can do that and to stay motivated. When we were planning this event, we talked about how we had disconnected in certain communities with the Focolare or just other events that we had because of the pandemic. And this was definitely a way for us to get back to starting. So just take this as like a step, boost to get back to doing things together, interacting with ourselves as well, back in the masjid and the church and everything. So I'm going to now transfer it to Sister Fatima in Texas, and she's going to go over some ways we feel that will give us a day that we can all plan for and interact with each other. And then, of course, use this as a foundation to go forward and create other days to spend together and re-communicate with each other going forward.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Thanks be to God. This is such an exciting, as we announce these days of service that we're for sharing with each other in the upcoming year. And just like this, it says on screen, this event is not just one moment. This is a movement that our communities are sharing in. As we reconnect after the separation that we may have experienced over the pandemic, and we refortify our commitment to a fellowship, community, brotherhood, sisterhood, and fellowship. So praise be to God. As we look at our 3 days of service, the first day of service that we're excited about would be the Chiara Lubich National Day of Service. That's the Saturday closest to January 22nd. And along with honoring one of our founders by choosing this date, we're also looking forward to kickstarting the new year together, engaging in fellowship and community and serving our community, but also afterwards breaking bread and connecting with each other. In May, the Sunday after May 18th, we'll be celebrating this day, the Unity Pact Day celebration. And this will be a wonderful opportunity to connect with each other, both to commemorate the day of the Pact, but also next year, it'll be a wonderful day for us to connect after Muslims finish their holy month of Ramadan and the Focolare community finishes their observances of Lent. So after we've made that deep spiritual connection with God over those holidays focused on his remembrance, we come together and we serve our community and engage in fellowship. And then finally, our last day of service is on October 30th, It'll be the Imam Mohammed National Day of Service in commemoration of our second founder and on the Imam Mohammed's birthday. This is also known as Founders Week. And this is a perfect opportunity for us to connect in fellowship again as we enter the month of November, which in the United States is often the month of gratitude, where we're focused on serving our community, giving back, connecting with family and friends in fellowship. So as we enter that month filled of gratitude in November, we'll be coming together in that fellowship, that sense of service, and that mission to continue our connection as a shared community.
Thank you so much, Fatima. And that's exciting, right? So historic moment today that we're inaugurating these 3 annual days that we can share together. So we can have them on our calendars every year and have these times. We can obviously gather more often than 3 times a year, right? But at least we know that these 3 times a year that we'll be connected all around the country in these days of celebration. So thank you, Fatima, for that. And so some of you know that for this event, when we were organizing this event, all of the different cities around the country, we had some toolkits to help organize the event, right? To help all of the organizers also be on the same page and help have a resource to organize the local events. And so for the service days, we have created a toolkit as a resource for that too. And so that resource, we'll put it in email to all of those who are gathered today. You can also find it online on the link that's on the screen right now. So it's a link tree with a / May 5th, 2024. It's today. And so the service toolkit, like I said, it's really just a resource that this team has put together for you all in order to really be able to work together as a community and build a sustainable service project. So we have a few examples of the service project, the service toolkit pages. So that's our toolkit. And so in the toolkit, there's these 6 steps that you can carry out together as a community. So we've described the steps. And there's also different activities that you can do for each step as a community together. So you can almost like do a workshop to prepare your service project together. So I don't know if you want to show one of the activities. So there you go. So it's kind of like a workshop that you can do to co-create your service projects together. So that is the plan. We can go back to the 3 days that we're inaugurating, and you can say, I was there when those 3 days were inaugurated and announced on this historic day. So we look forward to seeing each other. This is the May one. This year we're early, right? But from now on, it'll be the Sunday closest to the Sunday after May 18th. So our next appointment is in October for the annual Imam Mohammed National Day of Service. So exciting, right? Yeah, we have a round of applause here in New Jersey. I don't know if you can hear them, but around the country, around the country and beyond, we can all applaud. That's exciting. So before I hand the microphone back to our beautiful Marcia, you're all right. Thank you. Before I hand the microphone back to Detroit, thank you. I need to make a correction because earlier on I gave a shout out to the folks that are gathered in the Bronx today. And I was very excited to I said there's 3 communities gathered together in the Bronx, right? Well, I was wrong. There are not 3, but 4 communities gathered together in the Bronx today. Let's see if I can find the name of the 4th community. If not, we can get them to just jump onto the mic. Where are you at, guys? We have the Bronx there. Christina. Oh, they had to leave. Oh, no. So I just got a message now saying they had to leave. But present at the Bronx, there was the communities we spoke about and also the Peace Islands Institute. So a shout out to them, even though they had to leave early. But hopefully if they see the recording, they will know we shared the love. And I was getting ahead of myself, but we are not going to Marcia yet. We're going to Detroit. So in Detroit, we're talking about service days, right? So in Detroit, they already did a joint service day, the Focolare community and the Masjid community, the community from Masjid Wali in Detroit. And so they're going to share a bit about that service day that they had. And we have Shakur, who's going to let us know a little bit about that service day. So Shakur, I don't know, are you connected?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
There he is.
Okay, so on March 16th, the brothers and sisters came together to prepare a meal for the residents of the Ronald McDonald House in downtown Detroit. I was told about some of the important job occupations that some of the residents have. One resident told me that just the fact that we came and showed care and love for them helped them get through the day, and it really helped her with her daily interactions with other people. Although it was a small deed, it was very rewarding knowing that we helped somebody. And that small deed showed me that it's very imperative for us to do this kind of work. Not just for us, but for all of mankind. So the key is peace, love, and unity. These three ingredients, they make prosperity. Peace is comfortability. Love creates an atmosphere where everybody wants to see everybody excel. Did I cut out? Okay. And last but not least, what's a feast without unity? Which equals opportunities and growth. And I believe this pact that between Islam and Christianity is an excellent example for other cultures, religions, and beliefs to set aside the differences and come, differences for the common goals of peace and prosperity.
Thank you so much, Shakur, and sorry about the feedback that's happening there, but thanks for the wonderful message that you shared. I think I see Miriam Hanani is also connected, and Rosa, and they're there in Detroit with you. Maybe, we're not sure if maybe the feedback is coming from your end. So I think maybe because you have two connections in the same room, maybe the feedback is
Do you
coming.
hear an echo when we talk? Yeah, there's an echo.
Maybe it's better now. Right?
Okay, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, okay, now we're good. Now we're good. But Shakur, we did get what you said. We're extra admiring you because you were able to carry on through the noise, but we did get your beautiful message. So thank you.
Yep, well, here, I'll turn this up. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to share a few words about our experience. First of all, hi everyone. My name is Miriam Hanani. I am part of the folklore community here in Detroit. In March, we went to the Ronald McDonald House in downtown Detroit, like Shakur was talking about. For those that are not familiar, the Ronald McDonald House is a nonprofit in Detroit that provides housing and transportation for families with children that are receiving treatment in nearby hospitals. This was my first time volunteering or having any experience with the Ronald McDonald House. And it was a really eye-opening experience just to see how big of the community that they reach out to and help. And there's pictures of us that are being shown. After we made breakfast, we walked around the facility and had a tour from a couple of the employees there, where they showed us how much progress they made and what they provide for the community. And that was really special to learn about just how big of an impact that they have on the local community in Detroit. And yeah, it was really nice to be a part of something that I was not familiar with before, when we set up this event. And it was also really beautiful to be able to do it with a few members of the Muslim community. I had never met them before that event, so that was really nice to have them there, and now we're here together again. So yeah, it was a really powerful experience. It inspired me to start a donation bid at my work. I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning to kind of get something going so that we can provide cleaning supplies for the vulnerable families. So yeah, it was just a great experience to connect with the Muslim community in Detroit and to kind of do something positive together.
That was beautifully said by Barry. But some of the pictures you saw show just what they give the families, more than the 27 bedrooms with private bathrooms they provide, all free. It costs $200 a night, but they don't charge the families anything. What you saw was the Coca-Cola vending machine, because Coca-Cola is a supporter, McDonald's is a supporter, the Red Mix is also a supporter. I saw those photos. I think we all we left feeling that we received the gift that we were there to offer. So we gave them a gift, but we received, I think, a bigger gift. And I think that pretty much wrapped it up for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those reflections. Oh, I hear echo. Are we good? Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for sharing with us that experience from Detroit and giving us an example of what we could do to serve on those national service days that we talked about earlier. So again, thank you to Detroit. And now I have the pleasure of introducing someone near and dear to me. She is the Melanin Hijabi, and she happens to be my oldest daughter, Anissa Lawrence. She is a sophomore double major in psychology and criminology at Howard University. She is a poetess, and she has been writing. Oh, go ahead, you can clap. As far as I can remember, I feel like she's been writing probably since like her junior year in high school, and she's a writer in general, but in terms of the poetry, I feel like she's started around that time. And she was going to share a live performance with us today, but we decided that it probably would be best if she showed her latest piece, which is surrounded around her trip to South Africa. So back in March, she was afforded the opportunity to be able to go to South Africa with students from Howard University to represent the environmental sciences efforts in South Africa, as well as their connection to Howard University. And so, do we have the video queued up? Okay.
An ode to a continent that owes me nothing, and a people that have made me feel everything. 10 Howard students step foot in South Africa and we say we are home. Like this narrative of being on stolen land is one I am now contemplating, one that speaks Ebonics and Zulu in the same tongue, but only understands the journey in between the two. I think Langston was right. He said that the Negro speaks of rivers, our language be transatlantic, cause ain't it like us? To have Saubana and Yer mean the same thing, joined by the experiences of our ancestors like water, be the only way we know ourselves. Cause ain't it like us? To bend our knees, peer into the water and see more than what is there, to pray in foreign languages, where salam means the same thing in Jersey as it does in South Africa. And I realize that home is not what we are seeking. Because while this land may seem all too familiar in our soul, it is a community that we know. I come from a people that takes 10 Howard students from the other side of the world and calls them Umdeni. A people who don't know each other, but know each other is deeper than the surface. It's deeper than my hood and these townships. One, we find ourselves through ourselves, and that's how we know each other. So here, you can call us kin. Isn't that why they call this the motherland? One that has cultivated its people and has spread it through the world. This is a land of hope. One our ancestral record holds in our body, because isn't that where life is experienced? Our bodies hold evidence of our ancestors, and as the earth touches my skin, I remember what it means to be human, to be one with my brothers and sisters, to be one with God's creation. So I say, Alhamdulillah.
Wow. Closing on the end of the program. No, we don't want to leave you all, but we must part with some friendly reminders about, don't forget the toolkit. Questions in regards to the upcoming service project dates that we all saw on the screen. Encourage everyone to take advantage of the opportunity to honor the legacy of the Pact and honor the founders of the Pact coming up in October for Imam Mohammed National Day. But I was reminded by Imam Mujahideen is international because we have communities also in Bermuda as well in other places around the world. So International Day of Service. Also, we have the faith communities coming together around the Word of Life. It is our podcast. It's the 4th Sunday of the month. Yes? No? Am I missing something? Oh, okay. Sorry. 4th Sunday of the month. 4th Sunday in the month at 7 p.m. Eastern on New Freedom Exchange. We gather the core here and the core that's on the screen that you saw, Karen and Sasha, get together and discuss the scriptures, the folklore Word of Life and the Muslim Word of Life, where we have a complementary expression in the Quran that we find to match with the scripture of biblical. Join us 4 Sundays of the month, every month, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. No. And now it's time to close out. Any parting words?
I just want to say
Muslima?
that the Muslim Word of Life, there's a Facebook page, and I believe there's one for the folklore too. So you can go
Oh, yes.
online and see. So each month, the word of the month, the reflection of the month is posted for the Muslim and the folklore. You can find that online.
Okay. We thank God. Thank everyone for coming out today. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. Wherever you are. Thank all the cities, the 20 plus cities for tuning in. We thank you all. But sorry to leave, but we will close the formal program. And if those who want to stay on Zoom and maybe say hello, we'll unmute and everybody can say hello for those who want to stay around. We will have asked the resident Imam here of Masjid Freeven, Imam Mohammed class, if he can close us out in supplication and dua.
Peace be unto you. Have hosted this event here at Masjid Freehaven. I'm just going to say a brief supplication. Our Lord and Cherisher, grant us the best and most excellent of this life, the best and most excellent of the next life, and save us from the torment of the hellfire. Ameen. Thank you.
That concludes the formal program.
So thank you, everyone.
Where the cities at? Cities, make some noise. Unmute yourselves. Unmute the cities, man. Unmute the cities. Let's hear from the people, man. Let them go. Unmute the cities. Shout out to all the cities. Shout out to all the cities. Guys, make some noise.
Make some noise. St. Louis.
Yeah, there they are. There it is. Oh, there's Ursula. Oh, wow. Where are they?
Where's my Cleveland? Come on, Cleveland. Let's make some noise.
Atlanta greets everybody. Greetings from Atlanta.
Can you look for us?
Greetings from Oregon.
Oregon, shout out to Oregon.
Yeah, shout out to Harlem.
Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Italy.
Oh, that looks like Cleveland. That looks like Cleveland.
Walaikum assalam. Before everyone goes, if we could play everyone back on mute. Before everyone goes, some special shout out to Sister Sherry Umrani for putting this together. Where's Sister Sherry at? Come on, Sister Sherry. Make noise for the Sister Sherry. To really put this thing together, Free Haven. On the phone with her at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to order a projector for the masjid. So alhamdulillah, we were able to make it work. Thank you all for coming out and appreciate you all. Don't forget to buy the book, the pack, and support our 3 days of service.
And we have refreshments downstairs.
There's refreshments downstairs for Master Free Haven folks. Okay. Well, Sister Sherry, you have an announcement? Oh, wait. Did we lose people? We're losing people. Hold on. No, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Hold on. Please don't go. We're very, very happy, very pleased to share this moment with those who stood for the other pact that took place yesterday. If the newlyweds can please stand up. Sister Marsha, Imam Mohammed, and Imam Mohammed. Come on, come to the front. People need to see you. Come to the camera. Come to the front. They want to see you.
Turn off. Okay. Leave.
It's another couple. It's another couple that wants to do their shared experience to Rome.
Yeah.
Inshallah, we'll go to Rome too.
Remember to sign up.
This was not expected, and I'm only going to be very brief. Alhamdulillah, we were blessed to attend a folklore event in Rome in 2002, and it was an eye-opener and an outstanding opportunity to witness what Allah says in the Quran when He says that He made us nations and tribes so that we could get to know each other. So 2002, we were there. Sister Sherry was there, Imam Ronald Shahid, others, Brother Lawrence Sabri, who's no longer with us. We were living in Arizona at the time, and it was, we don't even know how we got invited, but we got invited. We were able to go, and it was Allah's will, and it was, I'll turn it over to Kareem. It was outstanding to see the young people, and we need to know that the generation after us is going to continue this pact.
Assalamu alaikum. What my wife said was in 2002. Can you imagine that was just 1 year after 9/11, when everything seemed to be at chaos? And as Alberto said, there was this saying that there was Islam against the West. So can you imagine the environment that was going on at that time? I will be very brief. One of the things I want to share was what I felt with the folklore. One of the things I would ask people to do, if you don't know anything about Chiara Lubich's history, study her history, and you'll see the foundation pieces that made her who she was, which is one of the reasons why Imam Mohammed wanted us to be close with them and why they had this pact. The one thing I will say that was most evident was their sincerity. They was very sincere. I'm not talking about just having a dialogue. They were very sincere about changing the world for peace. And so that coincided with what Imam Mohammed was always teaching us. And he wanted us to know the other group, to know the good Christians who are out there doing this. Last but not least, I think there were 20 other Muslim countries who sent representatives there. I have never seen that many other Muslim countries honor a leader who wasn't a Muslim. They honor her in such ways, and it kind of made me think about different things. They took us around to all of their factories so they would show us how they make things, how they make money, how they do this, and all of it was beautiful. It was like, as I heard Roberta say, this was God's will. This wasn't our will. So the pact, I would say, has never been broken. We just had to reinvigorate the pact, reinvigorate our work, reinvigorate our efforts. This is God's will. And if we just keep following this, we'll be okay. But those two people came together because they believe in peace in the world. Alhamdulillah. Shukran.
We have another sister want to say something? Oh, no. Okay. Sister Sherry, she wants to say something. One more.
Imam Rashid. You can't get up, Brother Imam? That's all right. That's all right.
He wanted to get up. I said he got to say something.
Assalamu alaikum. The reason I mentioned to the brother when he came back was that I was there too. We went on a journey to Rome. And in that journey to Rome, we had a chance to meet the focal art. We did not have the trip that was organized by the organizers who went earlier, because they had a bus and they went just about everywhere. But we did not go everywhere. We went everywhere that they didn't go and where they did go, which means we had a chance to visit Chiara Lubich's home. And in visiting her home, we had a chance to go inside the home, inside every room that was there, and also to understand that what she said, how she got close with the people that was living with her. She never wanted to be there by herself. She took a time out in the afternoon to go for a ride. And when she went for a ride, she went and had some ice cream and went to converse and talk with the local people in the community. She was very close with her community. Now, I was fortunate enough to be able to pay my way, but there was other people that were not able to pay their way. My brother over there, my newly married young man, had a chance to go and have the focal art pay for his way. You have a lot to say, but you know you can't say everything. But what I enjoyed was being able to see how they made up areas for us to be very comfortable in. They created a wudu area just for us. And they created a place for us to say prayer. And every time, the program always allowed us to leave in order to say prayer. Imam Mohammed, he had a very good insight when he invited us to come over to New York in '97. And when we came over, we didn't know what to expect. We had no idea how hospitable these people were. And even though they were coming to our place, they were the ones that acted as it was their place. And they allowed us every opportunity to meet with them, talk with them, and do things with them. And they shared everything with us that they wanted to share with us. We had a very good time, very nice time. It was a very good meeting, but just like when you come back from Hajj, you expect everything to change, but everything is still the same. Because what they're telling you, you're the one that's supposed to change. Because you're the ones that's supposed to be bringing the message. And that message that you bring is something that shows that you are a new person. So the Focolare did a lot for us, and I had a chance to meet a lot of the members of the Focolare movement, including the people that were very close to Chiara Lubich. And I thank Allah much for that experience. And I pray to Allah that you have that same experience yourselves one day, if you haven't had it already. Peace be unto you. Assalamu alaikum.
And it's very reciprocal. We feel the same thing when we're like today, right? We're in the masjid community, but we really feel the same thing. We're one family. I always joke, sorry to everybody who heard this 5 million times, but when I move to a new city, it's one of the first things I do is find the masjid of the followers of Imam Mohammed, because we're really family. So we feel that same welcome. I'm so grateful that you felt that in the Focolare Center in Rome, because we feel that same welcome when we come here. So.
Assalamu alaikum. I was wondering how many more people from this area is going to the Focolare event